1986 was the year of comeback. 60s celebs like the Monkees and Paul Simon had huge years. 70s biggies like Alice Cooper and Boston also returned to an eagerly awaiting public. Before playing our top 10 videos of 1986, let's take a quick look right now at some of the old friends who were back in the public eye in 1986.
It was the ultimate comeback. All the songs, all the shows, all the guys. Well, almost all the guys. And after 20 years, a whole new generation of screaming fans.
We're not going to milk it and suck it and dry and like, you know, beat everybody over the head with it. But if the enthusiasm is there, then we're game.
The Monkees' greatest hits album flirted with the top 20 and contained an appropriately titled new song. All their original albums charted too. Their tour, long and lucrative, was one of the year's noisiest events.
The audiences have been very, very subdued, as you can tell.
A good set of cheekbones never goes out of style. Neither does a great voice. Steve Winwood had both in '66 and again in '86, with his aptly titled comeback album Back in the High Life and a tour which spanned the songs of a 20-year career.
This is the first tour I've done for about 12 years, and it couldn't be more different. There are so many more people involved in the crew, and it's really a lot easier and a whole lot more enjoyable.
Another veteran of the late 60s, Paul Simon, traveled to South Africa to record with black musicians in Soweto. The result was Graceland, his biggest album in 10 years. While Simon's trip to the land of apartheid violated the UN's cultural boycott, he felt it was justified.
The music that is being made in South Africa is wonderful, and it should be heard, and it shouldn't be boycotted. There shouldn't be a double apartheid happening here.
Alice is back with a vengeance. Alice has been pent up for 4 years now, and I haven't really let him out for 4 years. That's sort of like not having sex for 4 years.
And that's no fun. So Alice Cooper returned to put the splatter back into shock rock. His fall tour packed him in at every gruesome stop. A camera-shy Boston sold 3 million copies of Third Stage, their first album in 8 years. The Human League hired super producers Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis to make Human, their first #1 song since 1982. And Eddie Money hit the top 10 for the first time ever with a little help from '60s singer Ronnie Spector. Keith Richards was part of another kind of comeback trend, artists re-recording their own songs. He did a new version of Jumpin' Jack Flash with Aretha Franklin instead of Mick Jagger. Chicago remodeled 25 or 624, and the Police gave us a greatest hits album with a new version of Don't Stand So Close to Me.
We felt that the third album was the one we were sort of least satisfied with in terms of the production and everything, and this was the one song that I think we felt that we could have possibly done better.
The Beatles' 22-year-old Twist and Shout was a hit in 2 movies as well as on the Billboard charts. Doctor and the Medics recreated the psychedelia of Spirit in the Sky, and Bananarama went all the way to #1 with Venus, a cosmic chestnut from the dawn of the 70s.
There's nothing wrong with doing a cover version if you can sort of update it and improve it, I like to think. At number 10 is one of the big comebacks we just mentioned. In 1963, Victoria Bennett was the lead singer of the Ronettes, who hit the top 5 with Be My Baby. But that was then, and this is now. After marrying her producer, Phil Spector, she became known as Ronnie Spector. And in '86, she returned in Eddie Money's huge smash, Take Me Home Tonight. Their collaboration kicks off the top 10 of 1986.